Answers. Time to find
Hello.
out the answers. I've taken us to our happy place for the answers.
Back to Wenzel's.
Back to Wenzel's. What do young people say? The OG? Do they say that? Is that still a thing? Do young people say
Yeah,
that?
but I don't think that Wenzel's is the OG.
Well, I don't know what it stands for. Original gangster? That's what I would
Original
say.
gangster.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
I'm rather impressed with myself there. Well done.
You're
me.
very hipster.
I am. I'm hip and down with the kids.
Anyway,
so
you don't need to watch this. No. You don't need to watch this video if you did an online form. So if you've
That's
done
true.
your answers online, then you can ignore us.
Ignore this. And you'll just be sad that you missed out on all this hilariousness. Anyway, so round one. In snooker, how many points is the green ball worth? It's worth 3. What is the name of the thing you slide down the ice in curling? It's either a rock or a stone. Either one of those gets used. Question number 3. In Gaelic football, how many points are scored for getting the ball in the goal? That's 3 points. And number 4, we went through this before. Norwich City, undoubtedly the best football team in the world. What's the name of their manager? How do you pronounce this, Mr. Ellsby?
Daniel Farke.
Farke.
He's German.
He's German. Well, that explains everything, doesn't it? Question 5. What dangerous event causes people to flock to Cooper's Hill in Gloucester every year? The answer is cheese rolling. They roll a giant cheese down a hill. Everyone chases after it, and they have multiple broken legs, don't they? It's incredibly dangerous.
Very. 70 miles an hour it goes.
The cheese does, not the people. But I don't know how fast
well, some of the people go that fast because they...
I'm not sure they go at 70 miles unless they get hit.
Well, you're free-falling.
Yeah, but do you
There's a science question in there. How fast is terminal velocity?
Science people, find that out. How fast, if you get hit by a cheese, how fast do you roll? Round 2, art. So, we skipped number 1. There's number 1.
Which is Van Gogh.
Some wood and fried eggs in a river.
It's not. It's Vincent Van Gogh and Starry Night.
Lovely. Question 2, which is Mr. Ellsby in the Morning.
Or The Scream by
Edvard Munch. Number 3 looks like Happy Moon. I'm going to call this the Happy Moon.
It's clearly the Mona Lisa. The clue is in the smile.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's actually quite a hard painting to replicate, but if you walk around the screen now, watch, and her eyes will follow you around the room.
That they will not do that. Number 4, I got this one right. It's The Kiss by Gustav Klimt, or Circles on Hay is the other name for it. And question 5.
I actually think that, and you know, the critics out there will think, oh, Mr. Osby just used recycled envelopes. You know, what a great man for saving the environment. But actually, that line down the middle of the page is part of the art.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Go and look at the actual painting, and you'll see that that's part of the real thing.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Anyway, so there they all are. The creation of Adam, Michelangelo. There are all the answers. You can pause here to find that out. Now, history of Ruislip. So, 13th century, St. Martin's Church. Number 2, Eastcote and East Ruislip, South Ruislip, and West Ruislip. Number 3, Ruislip, South Ruislip, West Ruislip, Ruislip Manor, Ruislip Gardens. When I was younger, I tried to race the train from Ruislip to Ruislip Manor because it is, of course, one straight road. And obviously the train takes a while to get going and then it slows down, and I thought I might be able to beat it, and it was not a chance. Don't know why I thought
that was a really stupid idea.
It's fun though. Anyway, number 4 is Ruislip Manor FC. They used to play at Grosvenor Vale alongside Wealdstone. And number 5 is false, but it is nearly true. Ken Loach made a film that was based in Ruislip called Poor Cow. And the opening line is something along the lines of something like he was a millionaire and he could have lived anywhere and he chose Ruislip. In a positive way. In a positive way. I'm not a millionaire. Let's be very clear about that. I'm not.
Our friendship's built on something very wrong. Next.
So Shadow
this was the games.
I thought it was Hunger Games. Looks like
Shadow of Tomb Raider was the first one. Then Knack 2.
Knack 2. I mean, never heard what Knack 1 was.
No, but if you haven't played Knack 1, I assume you can't start on Knack 2 because
I don't think it works like that.
You wouldn't imagine.
I think you've got to play Knack 1 first. GameCube,
Gameboy
Advance.
The GameCube.
That was a great console.
The GameCube wasn't good. It was awful.
I liked it. I liked the GameCube.
So there was a time when there was the GameCube, what was the other really bad one that kind of died out straight away as well?
The Dreamcast.
The Sega Dreamcast.
Sega Dreamcast. That's right. I thought it wasn't Sony. It was Sega. That was dreadful.
Sony had the PlayStation at the time.
There was like a glitch on one of the football games where you could score from a corner if you pressed the wrong button or something. I can't. You
can do that on FIFA 20.
But you actually have to be good at it to do that. Whereas the Dreamcast was like you did it by accident. Anyway, Game Boy Advance, and then last one's Chequers or Draughts.
Yeah.
King me. Round 5. Pringles, Twitter, the WWF, not wrestling, wildlife. Rolex.
Which is a shame because now it's WWE, but when we grew up, it was WWF.
Rolex, excellent. That was a good one. And Toblerone
with the bear.
You see it at the airport.
Bear chocolate.
Bear chocolate. Bear chocolatey.
Next,
Quokka. Lemming.
Quokkas are beautiful animals. They live in an island in New Zealand. I think it's just off the coast of. And they've got no natural predators, so therefore they just come up and they take photos. Then they're not scared of humans at all. Lemmings. The clue was that we all used to play a game and they all used to jump off cliffs, but they don't actually do that.
They don't. I mean, no, they don't. Sloth, a beluga whale, and a Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devil. Great animal. Next, round 7. So. Number 1 was Red.
He took the red pill.
Number 2, Die Hard.
Was filmed in Nakatomi Tower, and it is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas
film. I won't hear
film.
anything else about that.
I don't know how anyone could think it isn't. 3, chocolate. Can't remember what the question was now. Chocolate.
It's chocolate flavoured Pop-Tarts. It is pasta.
Yes. Rocky Horror Picture Show, of course. And Taxi Driver.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
I'd rather not be, but unfortunately,
fine. I am. Next,
round 8. So, Pablo, New Zealand.
Who knew that? Vietnam? By the way, that is incredible.
That's bizarre, that one, isn't it?
Now, there's a story behind it. It was
do we want to hear
named.
The story? Okay,
yes,
we want to hear the story.
Really briefly, because I've forgotten most of it. But basically, there was a Russian dancer called Pavlova, and she loved this dish, and so a restaurateur used to make it for her. And so it's kind of Australasia. I might allow half a mark if you had Australia.
I think you've just made that up, haven't you? Completely. The whole
rubbish.
thing.
Anyway, number 2, pho was Vietnam. Goulash is from Hungary.
Moule frite, mussels and chips, Belgium.
Yeah,
and poutine is from Canada, which again, curds, just curds. Who thinks, I fancy some curds? I've got some chips. I'll put some curds on. Got gravy as well? Yeah, why not? Curds.
I like the gravy. Gravy's excellent.
Yes.
But curds,
obviously, gravy on chips isn't as good as mayonnaise on chips.
No,
we all know that.
Let's not go down that route, please. Let's not start
Listen,
promoting
I'm right about this.
Mayonnaise. The only time mayonnaise is worth it on chips is when you mix it with ketchup.
Disgusting.
The songs are
disgusting. Torn by Natalie Imbruliah, which you've spelt very interestingly there. There's a G off you, actually.
I gave up on spelling Imbruliah, but we all know. I haven't actually realised that anyone was going to see it on this side. So, I forgot about
that. Firework by Katy Perry. Rolling in the Deep by Adele. Grenade by Bruno Mars. And Use Someone by Kings of Leon. It was. Yeah, it was.
I don't think it was.
I promise you it was, because I put all the music together.
Did you change it then?
I did, because you sent me a list, and and number 4 just said Bruno Mars.
No, it didn't.
It did. It just said Bruno Mars, artist. So I chose one.
Okay, it should have been Locked Out of Heaven. So
I know I changed it on the answer
sheet.
sheet.
Not in the top songs.
In no way does it matter.
Shut up. Next.
Right, round 10. I can't remember what these were. You've put true.
I need to find it on my phone. If you give me a second, I'll be able to try and do that.
Number 1 was true. Number 2,
it was
false.
true.
No, I am your father. You see, this is the thing: is that what Luke's so angry about is that Darth Vader has supposedly killed his father. So there's no reason he'd say, "Luke, I am your father." That's a conversation starter, a strange one, but a conversation starter. No.
Who have you started the conversation with using that?
I don't know.
Because it's not going to have been the most thrilling conversation that you've ever started up in your life. Hello, I'd like to talk to you about a matter that's very important to me.
No, you're missing the point. You're half listening to me because you're looking at something on your phone, and you've interrupted me telling everyone.
Come on then, you carry on.
Well, I lost my train of thought now, haven't I? Because you've interrupted. This is like teaching. This is exactly. It's like being at school. Somebody wanders into my room.
Shush, I'm ready now. I can carry on teaching. Okay, so Stephen Hawking did decline knighthood from the Queen.
Okay. Darth Vader says,
you're
no,
right with that
I'm your father.
It is true that the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France.
And, of course, false. What is it?
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin once entered and won a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest. He came third.
Not bad.
In the lookalike contest.
Top 3.
And it is true that Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage married the same person. It was Lisa Presley.
Oh, there you go. So they did. And
there we go.
I think that was the last round, wasn't it?
It was. I think we've all learned something today.
Okay. We've all learned something, even if it's just... I can't remember anything that we've learned.
We've learned that Mr. Randall owns some pro gamer headgear for when he's playing Fortnite.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not sure it's pro. Is it pro gamer? Is it really? Is it pro? Mr. Elsby bought it for me. That's the backstory. Mr. Elsby bought it for me. It arrived on my doorstep.
Right.
There we are. Anyway, well done. Answers.
Thank
Top
you.
stuff.
See you next week.
Team.